Hey everyone. So I'm recording this after capping the fight. I'm still shaking because you will see later today why I'm so nervous about this and still kind of relieved that this is over. But anyway, let's check the gear for this fight. It's an absolute clown fiesta. And yeah, this is the team. Fair warning, even with this team, which is playing it super safe, it's an RNG fiesta. And the reason is the one ability that the boss does is it's Chromatic Wave. There is a 22.41% chance of it happening each turn from the remainder of all actions. On turn 1, 2, 4, 6, and 7, there is 20 attacks of where it might occur. 20 attacks with a 22.41% chance. It doesn't take a genius to realize this is bad. And the average of it happening is 4.7 times per round, meaning if you round this up, which the game usually does, it's 5 waves per turn. 5 waves per turn is no bueno. I need 4 or less. And on turns 4 and 7, which are the turns with Esther's unshifting, I need 3 or less. There is no other way around this, for me at least. Maybe someone else will find an easier solution, and I think the easier solution is to substitute Louise with Celeste. So you have that 90% mitigation buff, which then helps out tremendously, and you could probably tank 6 of those. But then I would lose 100 million damage because Celeste does no damage and Louise does 100 million roundabout. And the cap you're about to see is so tight in DPS that I cannot afford to lose Louise. Well, yeah, I cannot afford to lose Louise. I could just go for the Cincer strat, obviously. He did a great strat, but I feel like his strat is even more RNG than mine. Is it though? I don't think it is. But he said, I think he said he was only able to survive if he has 3 or less waves. I survived with 4 or less, so I don't know. I haven't watched Cincer's video really. I only saw what he and I messaged. I have to go back and check out his video, how he tackles this boss. But props to him for doing this with Lara over Louise. Genius. I don't know. His American strategy brain is... He's a galaxy brain in this game. Huge, mad props to Cinz for being faster than me and having probably the better strat than me as well. But anyway, so this team, right out of the way, I want to say, if I don't have Chow or Esther or Roberta, forget it. You're just not going to cap this fight. There's no chance, Lance, that you will cap all modifiers without Roberta, and especially without Chow or Esther. I would go to as far as to say, if you don't have Chow and or Roberta, you're done for this cow. That's what I'm willing to take on this. But let's check out the gear. So Chow has, or everyone needs after above 100% light resistance because we're imbuing the boss with light on turn 2. Chow also has some ice resistance. I purposefully didn't give him max ice resistance because I want counters. As you can see, Blizzard Orb is what I'm wearing, Looming Wrath. So I don't fully go into the counter stuff because morale is super safe on this fight. And I went with Fina's Kimono instead for more SPR and thus more healing, because Chow is also on healing duty for the first phase of the fight. And going for more counter reduces his healing. And I just don't technically want to be super greedy with this. So that's why he's wearing this gear. Yeah, this is the gear. I'm using a lot of very high-end STMRs, obviously. This is a rank 1 clear. And he's using his own vision card. Brave Shift is not geared at all. He is also, I should mention, on evasion. He has 70% evasion. Technically speaking, I think we need 75%. However, I managed to squeeze out a few evasion stacks such that I can afford to be a little bit under 75. Roberta, in her base form where she is doing the damage, she is geared for full damage. Now I should mention, I gave her one spear that has spirit rolled onto it, 25 spirit. I purposefully did this to up her spirit because in her base form, as you can see, it's rather low, but I didn't want to compromise in terms of damage. So this is what I went for, and it's a rather tight fit, as you can see on the magic percent department. So I could go for a little bit less, but not on this weapon, a little bit more spirit if I re-rolled this one, but it still kind of needs the 30% one. As you can see, I have life and blah 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 on it, which is 20%. No, it's not. It's so I could re-roll this one for entire spirit. Would work, but it's fine that way anyway. And in the abilities, she also has the Shining Guardian of Hope, which is fine, 100% light resistance, so she is at exactly 0, which is enough. And has all the killers she needs. She's at 300, Dragon and Aquatic, the only one, so to speak, but that's her clash. And most importantly, she's also on Dark Rain's card, mainly for the magic. And yeah, the 80% magic, basically. We're not using her limit burst, that's whatever, but I wanted the magic, the base magic, and all of that, what the card does. Brave Shift. I forgot to give her my third copy of Shy Mermaid. I wanted to use a Shy Mermaid instead of Judge's Oath, but in this case, it was fine. Yeah, so that's the gear. She is at full evasion in this gear. I don't think it's super needed, but it's definitely handy to have. And yeah. Next up, Jeez Louise. This is the gear she has. Also full spirit and max, what's it called? Survivability in base form. Obsidian Bracer, super important. Although not necessarily needed because we have Esther, but it's good to have. Orba Spoon for guts. Technically, I needed this a lot of times, and honestly, I would have preferred if I had one more phasey STMR for a second source of guts. But yeah, that's fine. Also, very important, Earthbreaker. We need this to reduce the boss's damage for 3 turns, effectively 2 turns, turn 3 and turn 4. And yeah, you should have this. Or you have Reagan's TMR, Reagan the Return. He has the same thing with just light, I believe. So that's okay too. And she's using her own card. Brave Shift is geared towards DPS, as you can see, with Orba's Boon equipped as well. It's more for magic than anything else, honestly, because whenever she shifts, it's the safest turn. She only shifts on turn 5 and 8, which are the turns where we don't take damage other than the gravity type attack. So she has 275 aquatic and 300 dragon killer. Next up, Esther. Esther, as you can see, is on the Elena card, which is super handy for the 50% light resistance here. Asterix Alpha, I nerfed her damage for Aerith's Joker. I feel super bad about this, but it worked out in the end. So I went with the safer route here. Yeah, and that's all the stuff she has. She isn't maxed on anything. 175 aquatic, 225 dragon, maxed out albedo, and 50 evasion. That's fine though, as she has enough defense to survive even a few hits, but she never took them, which is good. Brave Shift, geared for full spirit. As you can see, spirit and HP, she was never in danger on the turns where she was shifted. So that's all good. My hammer is also, well, super badly rolled, as you can see. I need to re-roll it, but for this matter, it was fine. And yeah, that's the build. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, her STMR is also re-rolled for 2 spirits passives. 25 spirit on top, so please keep that in mind. Yeah, so these are the abilities. And that's good. So she has this much stuff and 50% evasion. Kresnik, same deal. He has Conductor's Baton for some regeneration. Not technically needed, but it's fine. He has 4k SPR, so he was actually never in danger. And yeah. He also had Lightning Fast Legend. If for whatever reason you missed that materia, you can use Esther's Overstorm on turn 6 to grant Kresnik Extreme Nova frames. And he's on Chao's vision card as well. Brave Shift, identical. Okay, and lastly we have Sky. Base form I go to for super safe stuff with 3k SPR, so whenever she's in base form she cannot die. She has 2 sources of guts, Midsummer Boda and Chocobo Feather. She never needed those, luckily, but I had it. Tybus' Spirit, very important, Shy Mermaid on her. And she is on the Bond with the Crimson Dragon card, which is for the static attack, exactly. That's what it's for. Brave Shift, Kane's lands for the 235 attack. It's she also has Midsummer Boat equipped here, which feels bad, really bad, but it worked out. Steward pumps because otherwise I wouldn't cap attack percent. Everlasting Fortune, very important for the additional spirit. And yeah, that is it. That's the gear. Oh, I forgot. I should show killers, etc. So 175 aquatic, 300 dragon, 300 LB, and 50% evasion, which is enough for her at least. And that is it. So yeah, enjoy the run. Let's continue with the Clown Fiesta. Oh, I just realized I forgot to give Berda Shy Mermaid. Oh well, I hope she'll be fine regardless. Okay, so Chao, I decided to only use one. So let's do this, and Guardian's a Blessing. So we have good mids, turn 1. Yeah, it doesn't fully heal, which is rather unfortunate. We'll manage, hopefully. Sky limits. Kresnik Stimulant and Esther shifts as well. If only Esther had healing in her kit. Oh well. Guardian, Bold, Bunny. So it boils down to 3 or less waves now. Hoo boy. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. Okay, that risk paid off. Should I call it risk or being overly greedy? I'm not sure yet. Curator. Kind and loyal. A raw breath. Dragoon's aim. Sky limits yet again. We'll do Ionic 3 times, 4 times. Kresnik Imbues and Esther does triple Shatterbolt. Okay. Let's roll the dice again. Okay, that was good. That was really good. Excellent, even, one might say. So turn 3 is the safer one, technically speaking, but you never know with this boss. So encouraging light. I don't need to heal, which is super, super nice. So I'll do most loyal and refresh guardian. Let's shift her back. Rousing roar. Mega breath. And Ignitos to main I do want to save for next turn, which is fine. So Inferno and Mega Breath. Let's start Sky 2. Okay. Jeez Louise is just going to Tulian TMR now. Kresnik will press Antioxidant. Esther is going to Shutterbolt 3 times. Okay. A little bit lower on morale, but that should be okay, hopefully. Okay, that's super good. We still have the 10k barrier from Chow, so I could actually not use Ignitos to main this turn. Yeah, I can actually completely skip that part now. Oh, that's really good. That is super, super awesome even. That is like the best outcome, because usually I would do Ignitos to main right now. But I can skip that entirely. So let's shift her back to the safe form. And, oh, you know what I can do? I can limit burst with her. Oh, geez, that is so good. I can actually limit burst with Roberta now. How long does this last? 5 turns. Oh, that is so good. Yeah, let's do limit burst with Roberta. Let's go full greed mode. That's so good. Oh, geez, that is good. Please don't wipe me for this greed. Firestarter in cap. Tactical. And power boost, I guess. Chow also limits. Sky goes back to base. Sharp Spear and Skyfall. We're not using Typhus' Spirit this turn. Medicinal, Remedy. Oh, we don't need Medicinal. Remedy, Supplement, Antioxidant, yeah. Esther back to base, Calm and Slice. So Esther's the only one in danger. Well, technically Roberta too, because I kept her in base. But that's always the case. So please don't wipe me for this greed. Or does one wave. There's a second. 2 are fine, 3 is fine as well. Perfect. Oh, jeez, we have a 300% Aldhibah on Sky. And Esther too. Well, Esther has her own, but Sky doesn't. Oh, boy. Okay. This is like the best case. I've never seen this happen before. This gotta be it, right? So Esther limits. Louise shifts. She'll do double disarming, neutralizing, and nano. Berta does Mystic Breath 4 times. Kresnik is going to support Chain with Esther. And for the time being, we will wait, because in an ideal scenario, we can fill Chao's Limit Burst. But we'll have to see about that. So we'll start off with Louise. Let's wait. Send Berda. Let's wait for the chain to build. Send these two in. Okay, yeah, that looks good. Okay. Okay. Good. Now we didn't fill Chao's Limit Burst, but that's okay. Most Loyal, True Guardian, and Kind Protector. The boss will reset us to 1% again. That's okay. We come prepared. 1.777 even. Okay. Good. Now what? So Sky, you go back to this for sure. And you will do Sharp Spear and Skyfall here. Berda, though, yeah, what I'm gonna do here is I don't need to use, but I could use Ignitos Domain, but I still have the 10k HP barrier regardless. So that's not doing anything. I can't do, oh, I gotta do Rousing, Aquatic, and this one. So let's shift her, because I need the mitigation. Yeah, I need the mitigation regardless. So Dragon, Aquatic, and I don't need anything else, so I'm gonna do Rousing. So that always happens. Kresnik will always heal back to full 3 times. Okay, let's shift back Louise. She can just quad Ionic because we have Chao's mitigation still up. Chao can do Focused Inspiration. We'll do Guard Dog. And everyone's full evading. Yeah. And we'll do, I guess, Most Loyal. But we just did that, but there's nothing else to do, so that's fine. Okay. Looks good to me. Oh yeah, and let's not forget the defense and spirit buff. Okay, Esther can Shatterbolt, Energizing Bunny, and Quantum Storm on Chao. Okay. So please don't ruin this run though. This does not bode well. While I like that there was exactly not a single Chromatic Wave, this does not bode well for the next turn. I have a bad feeling about the next turn, not gonna lie. Alright, so Berda needs to shift back, sadly. Mega Breath, support from the skies, and Inferno Breath? Do I need this? I think so, right? Yes, I definitely need the amp. So amp, support from the skies, and Mega Breath. Chao. What are we gonna do with Chao? We don't need healing, we don't need this stuff. I could actually just go for Omnicover. In which case, I don't need Mirage anymore. So, Inferno Breath, Mega Breath, and Ignitos Domain. So Chao also has that 10k barrier. Yeah, that sounds good to me. So let's do just that. We have to sadly shift back Esther and Calm and Slice. With Tyvus' Spirit. And Louise can Firestarter. Let's just do this stuff here. And Kresnik. Oh, please let me survive this turn. I think I will cap now. If I just survive this turn. Please. Please don't wipe me now, boss. Just don't, okay? Just don't. Just don't wipe me. One, two, three. Yes. Okay, we've got a 300% LB buff on Sky. We have Tyvus' Spirit on Sky. This has to be it. Okay. Esther Limit. Support Chain Kresnik. Sky Shift and Limit. And Louise is just going to Nano Machine Overload. I'm not gonna fall for that breaking trap again. Mystic Breath 4 times. Let's absolutely make sure everyone has the stupid imbues, etc. and killers. So we have physical against Aquatic Dragon, perfect, fire element boost, blah blah blah. Very nice. Sky boosts LB damage. This should be the 300% one. Okay. Do I want to incorporate Shao now? Oh, I didn't give him. I did give him Extreme Nova frames. Okay, let's do buffs. Well, I don't have Chao in my macro, so maybe I won't. Just to not break anything unnecessarily, because I will cry if this breaks. Okay. So we'll send in Berta, and then the rest. And I will wait with Esther until Sky hit once. Okay. So let's wait until this chain builds. Send. Send. Okay, please be 2.5 billion. Yes! Oh, it's over! I have the higher ground, Anakin. Oh. Jeez, Louise, I won. Oh, I won. I can't believe it. Clown Fiesta. Absolute Clown Fiesta. Wow. Finally. I'm so sorry I didn't explain what I was doing. I hate this boss so much, but later today you will see why I hate this boss. So I will upload this video first, and then I'll post a video with my bad rolls. with my bad chromatic wave rolls. But it's done, finally. So thank you all for watching, and you will see why I'm so relieved that this is over. Bye bye.